Right before I sat down for this video, I spilled water on my shirt, so we're just gonna ignore that for now. Yep. Are you looking to understand a little bit more about what Roth IRAs are? In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you 9 things you need to know about Roth IRAs. Hey guys, my name is Adrienne. Welcome back to my channel. I post videos every Monday on all things investing and personal finance. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely go down and click the subscribe button below, and also share this with your friends. And before I get into the video, I actually wanted to share with you guys this really cool app that I've been using. It's called Bumped, and on the Bumped app, you can actually get cash back for any purchases you make online and some just in store. You can get cash back in the form of stock. So basically how it works is if you are purchasing something through a website like Walmart or Target or eBay, there's a bunch of websites that they have. You can go through their website and you will get a percentage back of your purchase. You will get back in the form of stock, and it's just a really cool platform that I have discovered and I wanted to share with you guys. I will leave a referral link down in the description below. I've been using it for about a month, and so far I've gotten about $10 back in stocks. For this video, I've noticed a lot of people reach out to me asking about Roth IRAs, especially since I posted my video on my Roth IRA portfolio. And so with that said, the first thing to know about Roth IRAs is that a Roth IRA is a retirement account where you can invest money with after-tax income. So basically what that means is any money that you have earned and paid taxes on, you can contribute to a Roth IRA. The second thing you need to know about Roth IRAs is that you can open and have a Roth IRA and invest in a Roth IRA in addition to whatever employer-sponsored retirement plans that you have. For example, if you have a 401k with your employer or a 403b, you can also have a Roth IRA separately from your retirement account with your employer. And this is really cool because it's an additional way you can save for retirement. In addition, Roth IRAs may be more advantageous because you have more investing capabilities within a Roth IRA. You have more flexibility in the investments that you make, whereas you tend to be a little bit more limited in the investments you can make in an employer-sponsored retirement plan. And I would always prefer to invest in a Roth IRA first over a 401k unless my company matches. Then I want to optimize and get that free money from my company if they are matching. And then once I get the full match from the company, then I would switch over and invest in a Roth IRA. And if you want to hear more about that, I made an entire video on the steps, what I call financial order of operations, and figuring out which account you want to invest in first. The third thing you should know about Roth IRAs is the maximum contribution limit that you can get per year. So they max how much money you can put into a Roth IRA annually. For the year 2021, the max is $6,000. The fourth thing you should know about Roth IRAs is the contribution timeline. So as I was saying, the IRS limits how much money you can contribute to a Roth IRA annually. So for 2021, you can only put in $6,000. However, the time frame from which you can put that money in is longer than just the year 2021. You can start putting money into a Roth IRA for the year 2021 starting on January 1st, 2021, but you can still contribute money into the Roth IRA for the year 2021 up until the tax deadline for that year. So that would be the tax deadline for the year 2021, which would normally be April 2022, but obviously recently the government has been pushing the tax deadline with COVID happening. But just know that the final date for which you can contribute to a Roth IRA is the tax deadline for that year. The fifth thing I want to talk about is when you are allowed to take the money out of a Roth IRA. So you can take money out of a Roth IRA starting at age 59 and a half, as long as you've had the account open for at least 5 years. And that leads me to the sixth thing you should know about Roth IRAs is the early withdrawal penalties for taking that money out before you reach 59 and a half or before you have had the account for at least 5 years. Technically, you can withdraw any contributions that you make to your Roth IRA at any time with no penalty. However, if you withdraw earnings, so any earnings from the contributions that you have made, you may owe income tax and you may have to pay a 10% penalty on the money that you take out. So for example, if you were to contribute $100 to your Roth IRA and that money was invested within your Roth IRA and grew to $110, if you were to withdraw the earnings from which you made on the $100, you would have to pay a 10% penalty on that $10, and you would also have to pay income taxes on that $10 that you took out. Generally, you don't want to withdraw money early from a Roth IRA for a few reasons. One is that the IRS does not allow you to put money back into a Roth IRA once you have taken it out. And additionally, you will miss out on a lot of growth that you could be making towards your retirement plans if you take money out of a Roth IRA. I will say that there are some withdrawals that are penalty-free and income tax-free, which brings me to my next point, which is the 7th thing to know about Roth IRAs, and those are the early withdrawals that are tax-free and penalty-free. There are several examples of penalty-free and tax-free early withdrawals from Roth IRAs. I'll just name a few of them. Some common ones are for qualified higher education expenses, and that includes for you, your spouse, or your children. And that includes tuition, fees, books, supplies, and equipment. Another reason to withdraw money early without paying penalties or taxes is if you are buying or building a home. You are allowed to withdraw up to $10,000 as a first-time homeowner, and you have not owned a home in the last 2 years. The 8th thing you should know about Roth IRAs is how to open a Roth IRA. Personally, I would suggest opening one through a financial institution like Fidelity or Vanguard or Charles Schwab. Personally, I use Fidelity and I rave about them. Anybody who's been on my channel for any amount of time knows how much I love Fidelity. If you don't have a Fidelity account, you can open a Roth IRA for free when you sign up, and I will put a link in the description down below. When you sign up, you can just denote that you want to open a Roth IRA, and it's super easy to do. The 9th thing to know about Roth IRAs is how to invest within a Roth IRA. Just opening an account and moving money into a Roth IRA is not enough. A Roth IRA just designates where that money is held. It is not invested unless you are actually investing that money within the account. The Roth IRA is just an account in which the money sits. I posted a video almost a year ago with all of my investments in my Roth IRA, and since a Roth IRA is for retirement, the general idea is that the investment strategy should be for the long term, so think index funds, mutual funds, things like that. And as I said before, although a Roth IRA is a great place to start investing, especially if you don't have an employer-sponsored retirement plan like a 401k, I have an entire video on how to figure out which account is best for you to start in investing. I call them the financial order of operations, or you can check out my other video on the 7 steps to start investing today. Thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. It would mean a lot if you subscribed to my channel. It's free for you and it really does support my channel. I really appreciate every single one of you for engaging in any sort of way, watching my videos, leaving a comment. Even if you leave a comment and you're just like, hi, or if you're a silent viewer and you don't comment on anything, like, I'm just very thankful for all of you. And I hope you guys have a great week, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.